Hi everyone, my name is Maria and I'm an environmental educator with Georgia Aquarium. Today we're going to be covering standard NGSS MSLS2-2 and we're going to be playing some wildlife bingo. So everyone go ahead and grab a sheet of paper and make a bingo grid. But we're going to follow a 4x4 grid so you can have a total of 16 squares. Now don't forget about your free space. You can go ahead and pick any square that you would like. And you're gonna just make a free space in there. You can draw the Georgia Aquarium's G-fish if you want to use that as your free space logo. And then go ahead and title your bingo card with life at the top of the card, L-I-F-E, all the way across the top, just like you would see on a normal bingo card. Now the way this is gonna work is I'm gonna walk around and we're gonna try and find some wildlife here in the area. Now, whatever I find, you're gonna go ahead and check that on your bingo card. And if we don't happen to see it, then you're just not gonna check it on your bingo card. Now, here's a list of animals, and you can pause the screen as much as you need if you need to. And you're going to fill in all of the boxes with this list of animals. Some of them we will be seeing throughout the video, and some of them we didn't see throughout the video. And at the end of the video, if you happen to get bingo, then you win. If not, then you can go ahead and remake your bingo card as many times as you'd like, and you can try and get bingo that way if you'd like. Alright, you guys have your bingo cards ready to go? Let's go see what we can find today. There's lots of wildlife in Florida, so I'm going to be looking for some birds, I'm going to be looking for some reptiles, I'm also going to be looking for some invertebrates. Now, invertebrates are those animals that don't have backbones, so things like insects. So those are the types of wildlife that we're going to be looking for today. So again, let's see what we're going to find. Alright, walking around we found a brown anole. It's a small type of lizard. They're about 6 inches long or so, so if you have a ruler at home, you can pull that out and see about how big he actually is. This one is a male. And these guys are consumers, meaning they don't make their own food, they have to find food themselves and eat what they find. Now normally these ones will eat different types of insects that they'll find around. Now the next thing that we're seeing really close to these fiddler crabs in the saltwater ecosystem is a conch. Now conchs, while they are shells is what you see right now, there is an animal that's living in those shells, and this one in particular is called a conch. Now another really popular animal that we see here in this freshwater ecosystem are ducks. So we're pretty lucky we get to see a couple of them right here. So if you live in a freshwater area, have you seen ducks around before? They're relatively common depending on where you live. Take a look and see if you can find them in your area. Alright, so walking around this saltwater marsh ecosystem, we can see some fiddler crabs. Now, fiddler crabs get the name fiddler crab because the males have this really big claw that kind of looks like a fiddle, like they're playing a fiddle. So you can see them here. They're kind of hard to see, they're kind of small. These guys will be right up on land and they dig little burrows in the sand. So if you look in this clip, you can see that there are some small, almost perfect little circles of sand taken out and right here on top. Those are the balls of sand that they have dug out of their burrows, and the burrows are where they stay and hide. So if you walk up close to them, they will run into their burrow and hide from people. Alright, and the next thing that we see here, I've been walking around this park for a little while now, and I can see some burrows. Now, I know this area is pretty popular for something called a gopher tortoise. I have seen them here before, but just not today, and I'm pretty sure these burrows are left over from this gopher tortoise. These animals are super important, and they're what's called a keystone species. Keystone species means that they are important for other animals in the area. In this case, the gopher tortoise is important because these burrows allow for all the different types of animals to hide in them, especially when it's really hot or there's bad storms or anything like that. So it makes it possible for other animals to survive because of these burrows that the gopher tortoise has dug for itself. Alright, so the next animal we have just spotted is the white ibis. These birds can be found all around Florida and southern Georgia and other areas of the American Southeast. They are very commonly found in swamps and marshes, basically anywhere there is mud or short grass, and mangroves like we see right now. They sweep their bills side to side and probe the bottom of the mud looking for things like crabs, insects, snails, worms, and small fish. Alright, the next space we're going to check is right here down this pier. And oh wow, we've spotted a sandhill crane. This is actually the second time I've seen a sandhill crane right here in this space, so I was pretty lucky that we've gotten to see one today. You can kind of see the behavior it's doing right now. It looks like it's just poking at the ground with its beak. What it's actually doing is looking for food. This is pretty common for lots of different bird species, depending on the species. So like the sandhill crane, as we see, is doing that right now, as well as the white ibis that we saw looking in the mangrove trees for something to eat as well. Alright, so now I've walked away from the saltwater ecosystem and I'm walking to more of the freshwater side. There's lots of trees around me. And the next thing I can see is a white peacock butterfly. So let's look around and see if we can get a good look at it. This is called a white peacock butterfly. Alright, while walking around today, we found lots of different types of birds. We found some freshwater birds like ducks. We also found some other birds that we'll find in both freshwater and saltwater, like the white ibis that you saw in between those mangrove trees. We also found a few different invertebrates, a couple of spiders. One of my personal favorites is the golden orb weaver, and we also found an orchard spider. Now, orchard spiders have that little orange square on their belly, and it kind of makes them look like they're a black widow spider. But I promise you they're not. They're a completely different species, and these ones are relatively harmless compared to the black widow. You don't have to worry about anything with these spiders at all. Alright everyone, how did you do? Did you get bingo? If you did, that's a great job. If not, again, you're welcome to make another bingo card if you want to try and win the next time around. Now, for Georgia locals out there, I know I mentioned the national standard, but the Georgia standard that we're following today is GSE S3L1. Now, we did see some animals that are native to the Georgia area, and some of those include the brown anole, the white ibis, gopher tortoise, sandhill crane, the white peacock butterfly, and a few others as well. Now, some of these you might get lucky and you'll be able to see them right in your backyard. If not, try and find some other animals as well. You'll probably find some cardinals or blue jays or other insects, so I definitely recommend going to check out those areas to see if you can find some. Now, I hope you enjoyed learning with me on Deep Sea Learning with Georgia Aquarium today. Again, my name is Maria, and I hope you had a great time. Have a great day. Bye!